Welcome to qnawire.
To find a 90% confidence interval for the difference in means between the two medications, we can follow the formula for our confidence interval, which is the difference between the two sample means, plus or minus the critical z, times the square root of the first sample standard deviation squared over its sample size, or we could call that the variance, plus the second sample's variance over its sample size. So, given that the first sample's mean was 10 and the second 15, now the critical z, well, actually we need a critical t here. And we'll need to calculate the degrees of freedom for the t distribution, and that would be the variance from the first sample over a sample size of 11 plus the variance of the second sample over its sample size 14. And then we square that, divided by the variance from the first sample over its sample size squared over 1 minus the sample size, plus the variance of the second sample over its sample size squared over its sample size. Let me throw that into the calculator quickly. That's about 22 degrees of freedom to the nearest degree. And so now the critical t with 22 degrees of freedom with a significance of 0.1 our critical t is 1.717. And now we can go to the calculator one last time for the difference between these population means. So the lower boundary would come from subtraction, which would be -5 minus 1.717 times the square root of 1.6 over 11 plus 1.7 over 14, which would be -5.89 to two places to -4.11.